and cities across the country.
All right, look like we're live. Let's get us live on IG. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome. Tonight is Thursday night, so we're going to talk about this book right here. My book, The Money Game, so black people can win and dominate, brothers and sisters. As always, we want to come to you and talk about this book and the topic thereof. It's something that we need to talk about. We need to expound on. We need to go much deeper than we have as a people, not as individuals, but as a people. Right? Assalamu alaikum, Sister Kalila. As a people, we need to talk about the money game so we can win and dominate. That's what this book is about. Came out on my birth anniversary, November the 23rd of last year. You definitely want to get a copy of it. Go to themoneygamebook.com, themoneygamebook.com. You go there, you put in your name and email address, and I'll give you 2 gifts just for signing up. 2 gifts just for signing up. One is an audio, the Money Game audio. Goes into the ideal and concept and what do I mean when I say the money game. And then the second one is going to be an upcoming Zoom call, so we can talk about the book. We can expound on some concepts. You can ask me, how do you use the concept that's included in the book? That's coming up soon to be announced. So by being on that list, you'll get an email and you'll find out exactly when and where that's going to be, God willing, to be here in the next couple of months, sometime during the summer. So those are your 2 free gifts. When you go to the next page, you'll be able to download it, the audio instantly. And also on page 2, you'll be able to hit the buy button and it'll take you then to Amazon and you can purchase the book. All right. So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we want to come to you so we can talk about the book. You can put your questions down there in the comment, but we want to stay short and sweet and to the point because that's how the book is written, in chapters and then sub-chapters in small chunks. All right, because you have to know your audience that you're speaking to. You have to know your audience that you're writing to. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you now, if you're a reader like I am, you read a lot of nonfiction books, self-help books about building wealth, money, whatever it is, real estate, Forex, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, as it pertains to money. If you look at the title, The Money Game so black people can win and dominate, you might jump to some conclusion on what I'm talking about, what's in the book. That's the worst thing you can do. That's why the saying is what? Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge the book, the inside of the book, based on the cover. All right. As I say on the back, this book is not like 99.9% of other money books that you've ever read. I can say that with confidence because it's written a certain way. It contains information that I can rest assure you that books about money does not include, right? And in this is for black people who want to win and dominate. So it's a niche within a niche within a niche for those of us who are familiar with that term niche. Okay, so that's why we want to come to you 3 times a week, share contents of this book. You put your comments down below. I'll read them later on and reply to you because it's what we don't know about the money game to win and dominate is the reason why we don't win and dominate. It's what we don't know. And there's always more that you don't know than what you do know. So that should keep us humble to always want to know more. All right. So we're coming out of chapter 10. As I said, my book is written in chapters and then sub chapters, if you will, subsections. Okay. So chapter 10 is what is your God-given financial potential? Now that's powerful just in and of itself. See, that's a paradigm shift chapter title. What is your God-given financial potential? You mean God has given me a financial potential that I can pursue? Where do you read a book where they put God and money together? That's a money book. All right. So inside of chapter 10, I want to talk about real quick subtitles that you're in a fight of your life. Talking about the money game and win and dominate. If you want to win and dominate the money game, You're in a fight of your life. Especially us black people, children of ex-slaves here in America. We're the furthest away of any knowledge that we need, right? Any relevant knowledge that we need, especially around money. Not getting money, just understanding the power and the use of money. Okay? And I ain't going into more detail on the Zoom that we're going to have, but you're in a fight for your life, brothers and sisters. You have to understand, we have to understand the element within America. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Right? We have to understand the elements, the dynamic in which we're trying to achieve and function within. Financially, in America. Right? We have to understand that America is a consumer country. We consume more than any other developed country. Come to food, drugs, alcohol, sex. Right? We're consumers, dominant consumers. So we have to understand that. So therefore, if we're trying to produce much more financially, outproduce substantially more than we consume, then it's a fight for your life, especially to win and dominate, because we're not in an environment to where that's a focus. We all play the money game, as I covered several weeks ago. No matter what you are, who you are, it doesn't matter. We all play the money game, but we all don't have the same rules, and we don't all have the same objective. Some of us want to play, most of us want to play not to lose a standard of lifestyle, maintain that standard of lifestyle. We don't want more, we don't want less. So therefore, our objective is not to lose the level that we're at. But playing not to lose is a losing game. Playing not to lose is a losing game, because you're focusing on not losing instead of focusing on constantly winning. We live in an economic environment. Everything within that environment, the economic environment, is changing. As a consumer, money is changing, meaning the prices of things are constantly changing. So we live in an environment, we're operating in an economic environment here in America that's not conducive for us, for the average person to win and dominate. It's not common knowledge. It's not taught at church. It's not taught at mosque. It's not institutionalized in our institutions. And that's the only thing something can outlast itself. It has to be institutionalized. So for those of us who choose to play the money game to win and dominate, it's a fight of our lives. Because our family, most of them are not trying to win and dominate. So therefore, what kind of conversation would you have around money? How would they understand our pursuit to win and dominate, which is a higher level commitment, higher level dedication, while they're playing around and doing things socially, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, get me right. Socially, we're putting in that extra time because we want to win and dominate. We're not playing not to lose. All right. Kim knows, being a celebrity hairstylist, you got to do what others not doing who's not trying to be celebrity hairstylists, right? It's a whole different level. It's a whole different reality. It's a whole different level of commitment to the craft, right? To the craft. So brothers and sisters, just know and see, that's what happens lots of time when we get into, building wealth and entrepreneurship, right? We don't have a comprehensive knowledge on what's required for us to achieve at the level that we desire to achieve on. So we're not clear of the level of sacrifice. We're not clear on the level of commitment. We're not clear of the level of financial resources. We're not clear on the level of dedication, how long we'll have to just pursue, right? We're not clear on how to leverage. We're not clear on sales. We're not clear on marketing. But we're trying to do things that require us to be clear on all those levels at a very high level. So we have to understand that it's a fight for our lives to win and dominate, to be financially free, because we're not in an environment that's conducive for that. It's like a seed that you plant in the ground. If you want to germinate and grow and be healthy, the soil has to be specific. It has to have specific nutrients in the soil. It has to get the right amount of water, not too much, a right amount of sunlight, not too much, right? For that seed to germinate and grow and be strong and produce the fruit that it needs to produce. So is it with the money game to win and dominate, right? And we have to know what we need. We need to know the nutrients we need in our environment that we're planning our ideas and goals and aspirations in. You don't share that with somebody who don't understand. It's the wrong place, but we have to learn these things, and it's not taught in school. We have to understand, brothers and sisters, that America is a country of consumption. And those who understand that, play the money game to win and dominate, they know that they have to program the masses to consume, not save, not invest, but consume. If you want more than being a consumer, a dominant consumer, then you and I have to have independent learning, informal learning that's going to teach us all that we need to understand about playing the money game to win and dominate. And for my 40 years on this journey, it's not going to be all found in one place. So you have to understand, brothers and sisters, it's going to be a fight for your life. That's why most people don't achieve. They don't win and dominate the money game, because it requires too much for too long to even try to get it right. That's why coaching is important. That's why mentors are important, because that'll save you some time. All right, brothers and sisters, so go here. So that's it. I haven't eaten yet. The money game, so black people can win and dominate. Add it to your library. We have to understand the power of books. All highly civilized societies understand the importance of literature. Literature, not to become the bestseller, Amazon, New York. No, it's history. It represents the thought of the minds of those who live in that highly civilized society. See, winning and dominating is way above money. It's way above money. And to the extent that we don't understand that, we become slaves for money. Money control us instead of us controlling money. And it has nothing to do with how much money you have or make. That's what you're going to get in this book. This book is going to cause you a paradigm shift in the way you look at things. It's going to give you some new glasses to look at things clearer. Right? Not just from a money standpoint. Free your mind. Right? Free your mind. All right, brothers and sisters. So go to themoneygamebook.com, get your 2 free gifts. The audio you get immediately. You can download it immediately. Then, God willing, here's pretty soon we'll have our live Zoom where you can come on, ask questions. And thank you. You're welcome, Sister Kalila. Give brother the greetings for me, Brother Sean. So go there, get the book. So when you can come as a student and say, Brother Daryl, on page such and such, you said so on and so forth. What did you mean by that? Can you expound on that? Okay. So with that being said, as always, we'll see you, God willing, Saturday afternoon. Share the stream. Sharing is caring. Winning and dominate the money game is a team sport. Nobody can be good enough to win by themselves. Oh, wrong, Kalila. Sorry about that, sis. All right. So anyway, as I say, I'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. All right. Saturday, hit the notifications, follow, whatever it is, so you can be notified, and we'll see you then. Peace.